Hey everyone, welcome to Fresh Library YouTube channel. So today, in this video, we are going to discuss about what is the purpose of database, okay, and what are CRUD operations, uh, what is a server, and what are the types of servers, and history of the database. Okay, by the end of this class, you are going to learn about all these topics. What are the topics? First topic is what is the purpose of database, and what is CRUD operations, what is server, types of server, and history of the database, which we are going to learn all these topics. Okay, if you want to uh, SQL tutorial in Telugu, then please go to the link which I have mentioned in the description below. Okay, so without any further delay, let's start our today's session. So in the last class, we have discussed about uh, what is SQL, what is PLSQL, what is procedural and non-procedural language, and what is database, what are the applications of database. So now in this class, we are going to discuss about first one, what is the purpose of databases. What is the purpose of databases? So here, what is the purpose of database? So what is the purpose? Generally, we will use our database for two purposes. First one is OLTP purpose. Second one is OLAP purpose. First one is OLTP purpose. Second one is OLAP purpose. What is OLTP purpose? What is OLAP purpose? Which we are going to learn about these two topics: OLAP purpose and OLTP purpose. So see here, I'm writing here. Generally, in real-time applications, in real-time applications, our database is used for two purposes. What are the purposes? First one is OLTP purpose. OLTP purpose. Second one, OLAP purpose. Okay, first one is OLTP purpose. Second one is OLAP purpose. So first we have to discuss about first one, that is OLTP purpose. OLTP purpose. So what is OLTP? OLTP stands for online transaction processing. Online transaction processing. So you can here I'm going to specify here online transaction processing. First one, online transaction processing. So online transaction processing. What is online transaction processing? So this online OLTP is used for our daily day-to-day activities. It is used for our daily day-to-day transactions or activities like banking applications or finance applications or e-commerce applications like that. So for our daily day-to-day activities, we are going to use OLTP. Okay, so examples of this one is banking applications. Okay, in banking, what we will do mostly, we will go for bank for depositing the amount and withdrawing the amount. Okay, or opening for a new account. Okay, these are the daily activities of in banking applications. Okay, so here I'm writing the definition for OLTP. So our day to day all activities are called as OLTP, online transaction processing. Examples of these are our banking applications, like deposits, next withdraw, opening a new account, opening a opening a new account and etc. So next, so I think it is understand for you. It is not a rocket science. It is a simple thing. Next one, I'm going to explain OLAP. Second one, OLAP, purpose. Online analytical or analysis processing. Okay, online analytical or analysis processing. Okay, so here so what is the purpose of OLAP is we used to use this OLAP purpose to generate the reports. Okay, to generate the reports depends upon the our previous transactions or previous day collections. Okay, for suppose if you or take example as a movie, for that movie first day collections is different from second day collection is different from third day, and 30th day or 100th day collections are different from first day. So we used to analyze these reports. Okay, we used to analyze these reports, and um we used to generate reports upon the previous data. Okay, from past few days. Okay, that in that type of purposes we used to go use OLAP. Okay, for that type of purposes we used to use OLAP. Okay, uh, here I am writing the definition for that. But everyone in everything, whether it is maybe a movie collection site, or it may be a college, or it may be a school, or it may be any office, everyone must and should has to use databases. For that databases we are having different kind of purposes. Okay, so that purposes OLTP and OLAP. Okay, the definition for this is by using, the purpose of this is by using databases we can generate analysis reports. Okay, we can generate analysis reports. For that analysis reports or for that type of database, we used to use OLAP. I am also mentioning that point. We can generate, we can generate these reports by using OLAP functions. Okay, next, next we are going to discuss about CRUD operations. So these database are can be inserted and update. We can update the database, we can create the database, we can retrieve the database, we can also delete the database. So these all creating, updating, inserting of database are comes under in CRUD operations. Okay, CRUD operations, here I may mentioning that one. CRUD operations. Wait for a minute. So first one, C means create. create a table. Second one, or sorry, retrieve data. Next one, CRU. U means update. Update data. Next, I. I means insert. Inserting data. Next, last one, D. Deleting data. Yeah. So, delete data. Okay. So CRUID stands for create a table, retrieve a data, update a data, insert a data, and delete a data. Next. So these data or database are stored in which part of the hardware. So it is will be stored in server, right? Database or data is stored in server. So now we are going to discuss about what is server. Server. So what is meant by server? Server is a collection of database. We can assume here server is a collection of database. So actually why we are using server? Actually, what is the main purpose of server? To serve the data, means you can take the data, we can give, it can give the data whenever we want. Okay, server is used to take the data, and you can it is used to give the data whenever we want. Like example of this, real time example of this is, if you go for a hotel, then first who will call you? You will call a server to give your order, and he will come to take your order, and he will um, give the whatever item which you ordered. Okay, so that is the purpose of him. Okay, in the same way here, instead of item we used to give or take data or database. Okay. Okay, so we can call server is a collection of data. Okay, server can also be called as a collection of data or databases. So server is a collection databases, collection of databases. Okay, so now we want to know about what are the types of servers we have. What are the types of servers we have? Here I am going to mention. We are having different kinds of servers. Each one has different purpose. Okay, each one have different purpose. So we are having First one is web server. Okay. Second one, database server. Database server. Third one, application server. Fourth one, a DNS server. We are having so many types of servers. So here DNS means domain name server, which we are not using in our class, but for understanding purpose, what are the types of servers we have generally. So that's why I'm mentioning here different kinds of servers, but we will discuss about only database server. We will discuss about only database server. Okay. So here, till now we have talked about data and databases. So now we are going to discuss about what is the history of database. History of database. So what is the history of database? So uh, first, if you want to know about what is database, first we want to know about what is data. If you want to know about what is database, first we have to know about what is data. Data is nothing but a collection of raw facts or collection of information. Collection of raw facts or collection of information. So here I am writing data is a collection of raw facts, or we can also call it as collection of information, raw facts. Okay, so here we are having two types of data. Here we are having two types of data. First one is structured data, and second one is unstructured data. Structured data and unstructured data. What is structured data? Structured data is nothing but we can easily modify the content, or inserting, updating, deleting. We can easily modify, then that is called as unstructured data. And unstructured means we can't modify. Here I'm writing here about that those two types of data. First one, structured data. if if any data we can easily modify. Modify means which options we are going to perform in the data, like insert, update, and delete. Okay, delete. These are the operations which we are going to perform uh, in structured data type. Okay, so examples of these are student ID. If we take class or college as example, in that we are having a student ID, student name, book ID. If you go to library, then we can take the whatever book we want by writing the book details there. So like a book ID, okay, book name, like that. So these are, we can modify the IDs or names according to their requirement. So that kind of data can be called as a structured data. So student ID, student name, book ID, book name. So etc. These are the examples of our structured data. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about unstructured data. Unstructured data. So what is unstructured data? This is the unstructured data is the opposite of 1 minute, guys. Give me a minute. Hello. Yeah, hi. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Can you please? Yeah. Can you please repeat? Okay. 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 Thank you. So here we are going to discuss about unstructured data. What is unstructured data? This is the opposite of structured data. So what is the difference between these two? The only difference between these two is here we can easily modify, but here we are unable to modify the data by using insert, update, delete. Okay, so here I am copying this only. We can't modify, we can't easily modify this data. Okay, so examples of these are student photo. We can't modify the student photo each time. because instead of your photo we can't set any other photo, other photos, right? So that type of data we used to come, that is comes under an unstructured data type. And Google Maps, we can't change the location for the same kind of location, we can't change each time the map. Google Maps. And audio files and video files, audio and video files and etc. So those are comes under in uh, unstructured data type. Okay, unstructured data type. Next, so here what is data? Data is nothing but a collection of uh, raw facts or information. Okay, raw facts or information. So what is information? Here I am going to write that one. So information is nothing but after processing data, we can achieve some meaningful data is called as an information. After processing these data, so for suppose uh, we used to insert another data, or we used to update another data. So after processing these data, then we will get some information, some meaningful information. Okay, for suppose if you want, if you mistyped the student id, then you have changed or updated that student id. Okay, then we will get some useful information, some meaningful information. So that type of data is called as an information. So that type of data is called as an information. So here information is nothing but after processing of data, after processing of data, then we can achieve meaningful data. Data. So that type of data is called as an is called as information. We can achieve a meaningful data. That type of data is called as an information. Okay. So let's revise what we have discussed in today's session. So in today's session, we have discussed about firstly, what is the purpose of databases. So we have two types of purposes for database. First one is OLTP and the second one is OLAP. OLTP stands for online transaction processing and OLAP stands for online analytical or analysis processing. So OLTP is the used for our day-to-day activities. Okay, examples of this is banking applications like deposits, withdraw, opening an account. And for the examples, when OLAP is used to generate the reports like collection of data or collection of amount. Okay, and structure of data. So these are comes under in OLAP. And next we have discussed about CRUD operations. Okay, so we used to get the data by using these kind of operations. Okay, getting or posting or inserting, updating data. So those are comes under in CRUD operations like CRUD. C means create, R means retrieve, U means update, I means insert, and D means delete. And so these data or database are stored in servers, right? So what is server? Server is a collection of databases. Types of servers are web server, database server, application server, DNS server. Since we are discussed about uh, discussing about a database only, right? So what is the history of database? We have discussed what is the history of data base. If you want to understand about database, then first we have to understand about data. What is data? Data is a collection of information or collection of raw facts. Okay, and these data is consist of two types. First one is structured data, second one is unstructured data. Structured data, what is structured data? See, the data which we can modify by using these insert, update, delete commands is now called as structured data. Examples of these are student ID, student name, like that. And unstructured data, unstructured data is nothing but an which data we can't modify. Okay, we can't modify the data. That type of data is called as an unstructured data. uh, Examples of these are student ID, Google Maps, audio and video files, etc. So here etc only that. Okay, next. So data means information. What is information? After processing of data, then we can achieve meaningful data. That type of data is called as an information. So changing our username, changing the ID, change or modifying the data, existing data. So after modifying or after changing these IDs or names or anything, then we can get the some useful information. I means useful data. That type of data is called as an information. Okay, so if you have, I hope this video is helpful for you. And if you have any doubts regarding this session or any previous session, then please comment below. Okay, I thanks for watching.